So what are some like marketing avenues or strategies that home service business owners should be prioritizing if they don't have that big budget to play with?
Well, number one thing you got to do is get a freaking great wrap. The branding is everything. Your mailers need to look like your business card, need to look like your vehicle, need to look like your yard signs, need to look like everything needs to be unison. There's so many people out there driving just a stenciled out truck, and they don't understand. It doesn't. You see my trucks everywhere, and now you see my billboards, and now you see the radio, the TV. They all work in unison. So get the brand right from day one. Number one. Number two, there are so many easy things. It's the David and Goliath. When you're David, it's easy to do more things. So instead of getting one review for a customer, I want you to call up every friend. It's so easy. You call up your friend and you say you got 7 neighbors. I need you to figure out 7 people, and I'll call them for you. But I'm looking to do some free garage or tune-ups. I'm going to ask 7, then I'm going to call them and ask for 7, then I'm going to quick, easy 100 people. It's what you do from day one. You go out there, you do a free tune-up. They may need some stuff, get to them a good deal. Ask for 5 reviews. Don't just ask for 1. Real reviews. I want to know how I did. Just because they're friends and family doesn't mean that it's illegal to leave reviews on Yelp, Google, Facebook, Nextdoor, maybe the BBB. You add one in there. There's a lot of other ones. So getting the word out there is called user-generated content, and it's very important. It creates trust among customers. So those are easy ways to win. Get your brand right. Get the reviews out there. And then I would say pick with something. So many people go, I tried it. I tried an FM radio ad for 2 weeks. I tried one billboard. I tried to do the Google. They call it the Google. I tried the Google. And I'm like, stick to something, okay? And what I would say is LSA ads for sure. Google's a long game, so you got to make sure you're constantly getting reviews and building links on Google. But and just word of mouth. Ask for the referral. You see, if you ask, you shall receive. It's not that hard. When you're small, you can do stuff on Groupon and Living Social. They're not the best customers, but you know what? You just need to get out there and figure out a way to make money with nothing, because it's all sweat equity going into the business at first.
So for anybody listening who doesn't know what LSA is, local service ads, right? What's your experience been like with that so far? Because I know that's like fairly new, right? Do you find it's hard to get set up on that? Because the number one complaint I hear about local service ads is never the quality of the lead that's coming through or anything like that. It's that it's hard to maintain a listing.
Yeah, you know what? I've got a team that handles it here that work for me. But I can tell you this. I love it. I wish it was harder. I wish there was more holes to jump through, because that means my competition won't do it. So I love the people that complain. Their life is so hard. God, it's so tough. Okay, first thing you got to do as a business owner is learn how to delegate. And there's a process in which you delegate. You write it down. You get a signature. People understand. They show you that they can understand it. You put deadlines on stuff. And it's not easy. You know, you got to go through. You got to get all of your employees to give all this information background. And they do this background test. And then they want to make sure you're a real business and da-da-da-da-da. And it's really, really smart. It cleans up businesses. It keeps the trash out. We don't want, you know, what do they call it? Chucking a truck to just those guys are just cheap. One thing I learned a long time ago, you could be the fastest, you could be the best, or you could be the cheapest. You could do 2 out of the 3, but you can't do all 3. So I chose I was going to be the fastest. I'm going to show up when you need me to, and I'm going to be the best quality. I got a mechanic in Milwaukee, one of the cities we're in. He's the best. He's a great price. You can't get to him for the next 6 months. He's booked out. You just can't be all 3.